The Compassionate Eye. Here at the Lester B Medical Unit to do a segment on mental illness. The main focus of today is schizophrenia and the stigma surrounding it. We've done shows before concerning, medical illness, but never mental illness in its true form. I'm not sure what to expect. I'm intrigued. Alberta Health gave us permission to conduct interviews with patients and staff as long as it doesn't interfere with the daily routine of the hospital. Mostly, we're interested in a woman named Ariel, as she is an extreme case and her mother offered to come in today as well.
You know, schizophrenia is one of the most misunderstood illnesses out there. People think, oh, you hear voices, that means you're schizo. But that's not right at all. Schizophrenia is a really broad spectrum that includes more than just voices. On one side, there's patients that are extremely antisocial. Some of them don't even talk. They're extremely rigid. They'll stay in the same position for hours. Sometimes they have huge outbreaks and then be back, sitting in the same position they were for the last 3 hours. It's odd. There's a whole lot of middle ground, but on the other side, we have more paranoid manic schizophrenics. Ariel fits into this category.
They're trying to tell me that I punched a hole in my wall. Ha! Idiots. They think I'm crazy, but it was really just the aliens. Yeah, the aliens. They came in here and they tried to make they made a spaceport in my room, but I wouldn't let them. I kicked the alien right through the stomach with my left hand.
So when did you start seeing aliens?
And don't even get me started on the president. The president doesn't know. He doesn't know how to stop them. So he told me, I am the only person in the whole universe that can stop the aliens. But now I can stop them. How can I stop them? When they boarded up the window, so all the people here are working with them. They're working with the aliens.
Ariel started to show symptoms early, like 18 maybe. I'd come home and instead of working or watching TV, she'd just be sitting in her room with the lights off, rambling to herself. And when I turned the lights on, she started screaming about how you just exposed me and now they know where I am. It was heartbreaking. We took her to the unit and got her some antipsychotics. They worked for about a year, I think, but then she started having full-blown hallucinations about the people in the room. Nothing helped her since. There is a history of mental illnesses in my family. My father has OCD and he's bipolar. My grandmother on my mom's side and grandfather on my dad's side has schizophrenia as well. But it was also her environment. I was always out on business and her father just wasn't there for her like he should have been. I like to think I could have been around more, but things would have been different.
Unfortunately, in Ariel's case, medication did not help. But there is hope for others.
I'm schizophrenic. That's right. I said it. I said it to the whole world. I am a schizophrenic. And when people find out, they look at me like I have a disease. If they get close to me, they start hearing voices or something. But they're wrong. They're wrong because I have 2 degrees, as well as 2 beautiful little girls that love me. My kids don't care about a chemical imbalance in my brain. Why should you? My medication works like a charm. I'm lucky. So lucky. After my recovery, all I need to do is go for check-ins in the unit so they know I'm alright, and then I leave. But this label never leaves. It doesn't matter how many other labels I receive. Parent, professor, intellectual, they always take a seat for crazy, psychotic. The social stigma surrounding mental disease is atrocious. I could solve world hunger, and I would still be treated like an unstable nuclear bomb of crazy that could explode at any minute. But really, I'm more sane than most of them. Cover.
What are your hopes for the future?
My hopes for the future? For people to realize I'm not lying when I say I'm okay.
My hopes for the future? That we can pay better attention to the patients. A person does not stop being a person once they're diagnosed. What it should be like is, hey, this is Ariel. What can we do to help Ariel? Instead of, hey, this is a schizophrenic. Ariel is a schizophrenic. How can we help this schizophrenic?
My hopes were for more money and research going into schizophrenia. I know it's too late for my child, but I'd like to think if she was born in the future, there would have been hope for her.
Thank you for watching The Compassionate Eye.